Let's take a look at how to monitor your batteries with a 4x4 Mon. You can monitor two batteries, your main battery and a secondary battery. A lot of guys going to the bush, they've got two batteries, one for the starter and one for the fridge. On the device you can see there's two terminals, battery 1, battery 2, where we're going to monitor it. First of all, we've got to enable the monitoring on the screen. So let's go and look at the app. It's not enabled at the moment. We go to custom settings, let it load the settings, it loads the settings, and we go to battery 1 and battery 2, and we've got to activate that setting. Activate the right hand top. Now they are enabled. You can see, let's have a look at the screen again. There you can see it's enabled and they are both red. Red means that it's not connected. All the probes, any one of the probes, when it's enabled and there's a problem with the probe, it's not connected, it will turn red and the value is 0. Okay, so let's go, and we've got two wires here, battery 1. So let's take the cable for battery 1 and we take it to the battery. Normally you put a fuse in between the battery and the probe. If something goes wrong, then it just blows the fuse and you connect it. Let's go there. You can see the first battery is connected. It's at the moment at 13 volts. Both batteries got common ground, so all the grounds are connected to each other. Let's connect the second battery. So you can see the second battery there, and we take the cable, run it via a fuse, and we connect it to the second battery. And then on the display you can see it measures two batteries. Okay, what you're going to do, we're going to calibrate these batteries now. Take a good quality multimeter. See, that thing is about 13 volts. On the display it says 12.9. Let's go to the application. Let's go back again, and then you select the factory menu. There it will load you, and you can see battery 1, the value is 12.92. If you hit the plus sign next to it, let's do it 2 times, and we click the calibrate here at the top. Then it will calibrate it and it will load the new value, and you can see it's 12.96. So it's still not 13.2. Let's up it a bit, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we say calibrate. Let it calibrate it, and you can see 13.03. That's more or less good enough for what we want. Let's look at the second battery. Let's move the probe or the battery. It's always good to use a good quality multimeter that's high accuracy, and you can see it should be 12.3 volts, almost 12.29. Let's go to the application again, and you can see get the values. At the moment it's 12.16. so let's up it a bit. Press the plus sign and type hit calibrate, and there we've got 12.3 volts. So on the display you can see it's more or less the right values, and that's how you calibrate it. Okay, so let's look what happens when it's a 24 volt system. First of all, we've got these two probes. Let's undo the first one on the battery, and let's disconnect that, power down our unit. I'm first going to connect the two batteries. We've got negative running to the first battery, then we've got the positive going to the negative of the next battery, and the positive back to the unit. Now we've got 24 volts. connected to the unit. Let's switch it on. And we've disconnected the batteries now. So let's connect it again. Take the first battery probe, and if we connect it to both of them, it will show the two batteries in series. Okay, at this stage it says 24.5 volts. So let's go to this app, exit, and we go to custom settings. You can see the voltage, the maximum voltage for battery 1 is set to 15 volts. So we should change it, say, to 28 volts for 24 volt system. 28 volts, and we say activate, and it will turn green because it's now the maximum set to be 28 volts. Let's hook up the second battery, and we say we connect the second battery to that terminal, and there you get a reading for the second battery. With this monitor, if you want to get the voltages of each battery independently, hook up the second battery terminal, so take the cable and you put it onto 24 volts. It says 24 volts of 25 volts for the whole system. And if you put the first battery connection to this battery in the middle, then it will do a calculation and it will subtract the first battery's voltage from the 24 volts, and you can get the two battery voltages for two independent batteries, and you can see the status of each battery. So the 12 volt is going to be this battery. That's the first one in the stack, and two batteries connected to each other, and the second battery is that one, and you can see the status of the second battery. And you can also go to factory settings and leave load, and you can adjust the voltage on the batteries. You can measure again with a multimeter and you can adjust it there. That's it. That's all for two batteries.